into further details, there is someone we call Frans Fanon. He told us about the code of out of relative obscurity, this generation must discover its mission, and it must be up to them to fulfill the mission or betray the mission, because politics and there is revolution. Now, Tina, we are part of revolution. But let me.
So on that one, we decided that if the youth will realize that the youth are partaking with high numbers on the election stats. To elect our governing body. So we've decided that why can't the young people come united as the wish of Pan-Africans, sure on how the youth opportunities are allocated for them. So that's why we are responsible enough for youth concerns.
Dude, ben allemaal geit. So ik ben zo aka Theodore, and welcome to another episode with Talking with Theo. So today we have our guest, the best guest, young activist of the location. So, kopali introducing.
Okay, no, thank you, my brother. I will start by saying something before I introduce myself. I just want to appreciate you for welcoming us properly in this podcast of yours. It really shows a lot, and it really shows the recognition that you give us. I am Atisangwa Leboheng, well known as Mufasa, from Lekwataiman and Dr. Woods party, and I represent the Dr. Wood in the provincial structure in Action SA Youth Forum. I'm also the local government project community officer in Bloom of Time Rehabilitation Project. So I will actually hand over, because I always give some people or my people opportunity to do their things in a proper way. So I will actually hand over to my person to introduce himself properly so that we move forward.
Holy revolutionary greetings to all the audience of Theo Talks, and Theo himself to appreciate us as a warm welcome to his podcast. My name is Modise Globagilin, also known as Ashley the Deluxe, of which colors a revision. The youth activist in the Guatemala, also looking towards a revolutionary cooperation with Theo Talks here in Lagos, since we don't have actually a radio representative or anyone from the radio, so we can actually present our perspective professionally so to the platform. So hence why we decided as the youth activist to actually come here and to Theo, our brother, one of our brothers, one of those we actually want to support, one of those we actually want to see pursuing in his podcast category, one of those we actually want to see taking part in changing government within the youth system. So we appreciate that, man. We are very thankful for this platform to be given to us, the youth activist of Guatemala. I will thank you, Bala.
Shame, what an introduction. Thank you so much. Yo, what an introduction. So, Lina, I want to know what got you guys into politics?
Okay, no, on that one I will take that question, my brother, because now it's a combination of the questions or answers. So I will answer actually in a broad a question or answer.
Okay.
What got us into politics? We are not actually that much into politics. There's politics and there's revolution. Now, Tina, we are part of revolution. But let me just answer you specifically to your question that you asked us as the Revolution in Brothers, because our combination, we call it a revolution in brothers. So I'm going to answer you in the basis of what got us into politics. We saw that there is something that has to be changed in our system. Many people are being elected, voted to come and represent the community, but Bona, they are here to represent their own personal interest. So Tina, we saw it more significantly to come and represent young people for bringing a liberation into the local government, Lekwatemane specifically. So hence we are into politics, and that is why we are interested into politics. But into further details, there is someone we call Frantz Fanon. He told us about the code of out of relative obscurity, this generation must discover its mission, and it must be up to them to fulfill the mission or betray the mission, because if we don't fulfill the mission, it will be automatically making us to betray the mission. Now, that is why we are interested into politics, and that is why we got interested into politics.
Okay, now you went very deep. So, but the issue, especially more politically,
no, let me just give my part on that one, because he's dealing much he's dealing much lot with community safety and services.
Yeah, on that one, Theo, thank you for that platform, because we have realized that the young people are partaking in the election thing, this thing of elections to elect which one must govern the government. So on that one, we've decided that if the youth will realize that the youth are partaking with high numbers on the election stats. To elect our governing body. So we've decided that why can't the young people come united as the wish of Pan-Africans for Africa to become united. So we've asked ourselves to what would be useful for youth to be divided, or for youth to be frustrated without disclosing their perspectives. So that's when we came to the decision that no, young people must have one voice. Young people must have one vision. So it won't help to see an individual from Lekwatemane, Bloemhof Luitumelu. He is a graduate, doctorate, Ntonto will explain it later. It won't help us because of, before you became a student, you are a community member. Or should you could be a community member only during December? I don't know, maybe I'm just suggesting. So that's when we came to a decision that a permanent decision cannot be compromised to a temporary solution. That's when we decided that why can't young people come closer, to show that young people of Lekwatemane are well advanced, they have heads or graduate. Because like I said, before you became a student, before you became a graduate, you are a community member, and we can't ignore that. So before you go and graduate for being a professional teacher, you must consider yourself for fixing the solutions or fixing the decisions taken by the governing board to make sure on how the youth opportunities are allocated for them. So that's why we are responsible enough for youth concerns, because we acknowledge the fact that we can't be the youth that is talked about, that everyone is talking about it. But we must be the youth that everyone see an interest in involving us as the youth, so that we can partake in the decision making. We can't be the youth that the councillors of this Lekwatemane are talking about. What do we benefit from that? That's what we must fix. And we can't neglect that just because of my parents and not. Thank you.
But more politically, okay. So do you guys believe who voter who change a deal or who vote for yourself, because nothing can make a vote, so I don't know.
Simply give you something to register and vote, man.
I think it's not legal, it's not so long.
No, yeah, yes, but in answering your question, voting can change many things, because there is no way that you guys can be hired. Like for now, re gona go kry-a batšha ba le bantsi ba dutse mo disufeng tsa ko magagong le ba bua gore government doesn't hire batho ba bontsi ga ba hiri o dutse mo sufeng. What are you doing? Because when you don't want to vote, you don't change any system. So you have to change the system by voting. To vote, it makes the system to change. Remember, we are dealing with the majority party, the minority party, like we are dealing with it, the history terms, or there is minority and majority. Now we are dealing with majority in terms of the local government elections or government council. EFF or making example like EFF or maybe DA, high knowledge Maspala, or the only people who are going to be hired there will be those ones who are giving the EFF the votes. If LA DA, it will also make a DA to get that majority thing. So now voting, it changes because you will vote and you will get the majority. You will get being one who's ruling the municipality, because municipality it goes ka power, so the power and power power has a powder. So power has a powder, that's the thing. So voting it changed many things. It changed a little things because young people now are doomed. Many people are being told to them, in order for you to become a fully hired person, you must go to school. But you can become a graduate and still come back to home without being hired. People occupy many offices. Yes, people occupy many offices without being graduates, without having much qualifications to get that post.
So you know actually what is the problem? The problem is that young people are thinking that God has to send someone else from the heaven to come and lead us here. It can't be, because of we need people who think beyond our needs before our wants. There is no God that will send us a leadership that will lead us here as young people to say that young people, this is the right directive to give to you so that you can prosper. It can't be. God will never send the young people like that. Young people have to take a decision to say that as young people we have realized that how we are partaking in the election states. Because if you are partaking in the electoral states, it means that you are volunteering to say that no, I don't want this government. I want this kind of government because I believe that it will disclose young people's talents. I believe that it will disclose young people's potential towards those talents. We think that young people from Gauteng can pursue them. We have to believe in ourselves because it's obvious. We always have somewhere to start. Whether it's from step 1, from step 0 to step 5, we don't have to be discouraged that some other young people from Gauteng, some other one, I don't want to specifically name the provinces, but across the country. They are financially funded. So we can't withdraw our self-talent just because of those impacts. We have to fight those impacts. We have to be involved. Like I said earlier, that we don't want to be young people that people are going to be talking about. We want to be young people that people are going to be talking with to make this thing progressive. I don't know if you
no, I get you. I get you, Mari. Like I said, you are political, so Mari, I get you guys. So like what's the biggest problem about politics, especially for Blue? I understand because you are Blue.
Okay, I think I will let my official check.
Okay, Yes, Norman, your question it's straight and forward. Okay, problem batho ba na le yone gore ba tlhaloganye or batho ba sexually specific because I like the word youth. Problem in our youth in alone, it's nepotism. The first one. And the second one, it's mismanagement of funds, because there is once a say ya gore mochapalong. So sewa ila sa confuse batho ba itse gore there is a mochapalong, but even if we send that person into that office, okay, like I mandate. So I don't want to specify, and I don't want to be in a criteria of anything, but I want to say, okay, the biggest challenge that we are having, or the biggest problem that youth is having into politics in Bloemhof, it's nepotism and mismanagement of funds. Because we can give someone 10 rand to say, good, go and spend 9 rand to communities, to our community. He will spend 5 rand to our people. That 5 rand, the rest of 5 rand is for yes. So I'm about to say, that's why we want to promote our young people to be into politics or to be a revolutionary activist, or to change the system of our location. Yes.
So, can I understand? So you when I reported about body politicians. These are creating, but other politicians say Basa Buiting, can you nepotism and mismanagement of funds? Okay, so Louis, tell me, are you in a party? Are you guys in a party?
Yeah, yes, we can realize me and my brother, we introduced ourselves.
Because I can read the introduction thing about me,
yeah, we are in a political party.
So, what's one thing you guys would change if partying in power?
Okay. No, I can say on my own perspective, it can't be my fact, because if it's a fact, if a case has an actual effect, so I want to make it a perspective. Or now, if you get into power, we want to bring services to our people. Number one, our young people are here, they finished matric and they do nothing, so we want to change the system. We know it's a system of political parties, by just coming to the people saying, hey, comrades or young people, come and register, you'll be hired, we don't want that. We want to bring service to our people. If we say we want to bring you to school, if we want to give you that resources for you to go to school. What will happen after if we help you to register online? So it's my own perspective. Say this to our people. That's fair, and it's a fact, and it's also a perspective to analyze one's view. So I don't think my brother on a perspective on that one, he can have a perspective because it's everyone's perspective.
Yeah.
Even yourself, my one, you can have the perspective.
No, you can have political dates, so I keep separate politics. So even if I try,
yeah, I hear your host, but from what Mufasa said, it's just that I want disassociate myself from what you have just said. I would just agree as to the youth opponent to say that as the youth we need the leadership that is sent. Just because as the youth we believe that, like I said earlier, that the youth of Lekwateman thinks that there has to be a leadership sent from heaven to lead us here, of which is the same leadership that we will feel that he is biased or she is biased to any other policy of any other nature. That's why we have decided that somehow we should bear our policies beside. We should sideline those policies so that we can be fair and square when we engage as young people. To say that this government is not fair on this and this. To say that, but maybe more of those things we have just engaged of elaborated will be discussed on the next episode of Theo Talks.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I was in a political party, or else maybe I had a political party and then I came into power. Understand? I think the one thing that we don't realize about the youth of Bloemhof is that they have creativity. But creativity, I don't want to lie to you. So firstly, we have to promote their craft, understand? sharp after promoting their clubs. Sharp with this one, it's this one, it's this. Maybe some, but maybe sharp, they're doing good in academics, but others are doing good in artificial things and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll say, oh, sharp, oh, good to music, let's take him to music school. Or good to let's take him to that. Like I feel like maybe that should be the thing that maybe or any issue, because of we have to promote each other. That okay, and in terms of that economic bloom of you understand? Kawa, but lesser people will be unemployed. I think that's the thing. Not because of I'm not that politically, so what it
No.
So, like, should we have age limit in order for a person to be a politician, or anyone can be a politician?
Yeah, on that question, I should also join you asking that question, because I've realized that young people believe that to be disclosed to other opportunities, it means that you have to have 2 or more minor children, to disclose to those opportunities of which can transform your knowledge, your wisdom as a young adult, or as you are facing a young adult age. So hence why I was talking about accountability of our leadership, that young people should be aware that the same leadership they are electing for on the 4th of November, they are going to elect for on the 4th of November, is the same leadership that's going to take full accountability, full arrangement with the municipality, full planned progresses that will be happening within the youth progresses, to make sure that our youth is transformed, our education is transformed, our talent is transformed. Hence why we are saying that we are politically biased from another political organization of another nature. If I don't have to specify that political nature. But then on that point, my brother, hence why I'm saying that any other political organization needs a youth support. Because we've realized that in Lekwatemane, to talk about Christian and Blimov, young people are standing up to say that we have to change this government. We have to change this system. We have to have input on the system. So hence why we are so passionate about having young people united together, having young people saying one voice, so that we cannot have any encounter revolutionaries within the revolution, being the young people of which you must be proud of when they are achieving big things on the big podiums, of which as a young revolutionaries we must be proud of. Even all the people that are leading us, I don't think they deserve our future. Because even Uwar Tambo once said that the leadership that takes care of its youth deserves the future of its youth, because they took care of that youth, hence why they deserve the future of that youth, because they invested on that youth, hence why they deserve the future of the youth. No one deserves to be dehumanized, whether he is youth, woman or disability or not, but we shall have one general mission to fight for as the youth of Lekwatemane, whether it's musical, whether it's any other vibe of any other nature, but we should give all the support necessary for that youth to prosper.
What is it that they have to do? So, like, I mean, like, municipality or municipality gone of Ilangona.
No, on that question, my brother, I should be specific. It's municipality that is failing us. Remember, you don't
have to be biased about that.
It's the municipality that fails us because we elected them. Being elected simply means we trust you to come and represent us. So it's easy and simple. It's municipality on that one.
Okay. So municipality, you mean like the people that we appoint are the ones that are failing us. Kind of thing keep on it before appointee where they're making promises for sharp service delivery, sharp or sharp detail, sharp medicine, sharp the toilet, because I've realized that even now medication my fellow I think you understand?
Yeah.
So no yana 5 years
Yeah, fair.
it's coming to an end.
And
Nothing has happened.
on that one, because there is a lot of things that are happening which people can blame, but when they're coming to promise everything. That's why we don't promise them anything. We just say, give us power so that we can give you those things. We can never give you those things reasonable power. But about in terms of campaigning and knowing who campaigning, campaigning is only about convincing you to follow me. It's nothing else. I have to be an apostolic, and you have to be Roman Catholic Church. I have to come in my miracles. Hey, this power I for this and stuff, and want to do so. We don't want that. Political parties that are here, they come with different celebrities saying, this celebrity has a slot or this particular organization. So it simply means this organization brings service to our people. So it's painful, truly speaking. So that's why we are saying it's the municipality and people elect that are feeling.
So what do you think municipality corruption or service delivery?
Service delivery, it can be there, but people who are in front or in upper structures can kill them by lowering their in the ground. Remember, those people, they have no any authority to get funds before the upper structure receive the funds from the upper structure, lowering the upper structure. So there is someone who's the master, and that master must send down the money to the people. Remember, this thing can be politically affiliated. Whereby inside the political organization they are fighting each other, and when they fight each other, we are in power, all of us. But inside the organization, we are not in power, all of us. So, what do you think? Are you going to give me resources, or are you going to demolish my name? Are you going to trash down my name, or saying this person is useless? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. The service delivery or corruption or not, it's not corruption or service delivery. It's incompetency, nothing else. All of them, they're incompetent. That is why we are saying these people must be demolished.
Yo, I think we're gonna have to cut things short because now it's getting heated. Okay, guys, if we could get maybe 10 minutes, and I will mayor or know the current mayor or more than that. No, this question is for the both of you.
Okay.
So it means we would have to answer it in regard with perspectives.
Yo, man, please don't think you're answering though.
Alright, with regard with perspective, because obviously we are going to have to align ourselves with our policies from the organizations we are bearing the policies from, so that we cannot contradict ourselves. To say that on our policy we are seeing debt, we are supporting debt, and on the platform we are seeing debt. That one that we have supported on our policy must change. On that one, I think for the youth, our mayor, if he can have full cooperation with the youth, if he can have full commitment with the youth, to say that in my community, I invest with this youth, so that when this youth comes back from those institutional bodies or institutional governing bodies, maybe advancing bodies like college, university, and any other, they must find things nearly perfect, Chief. Because we can't have a mayor standing there to say that we believe in that mayor, youth believe in that mayor, but then there can't be even a single opportunity disclosed that will be invested in the youth for more than 4 years. Is that an investment?
No.
Or a policy, a 3 years policy?
No.
Maybe someone have to be specific about that one. It may be that I'm politically biased. Maybe someone from other angle can confirm to that, to say that our mayor is not doing enough. Our mayor should be considering the youth instead of considering the cardinal bias of these Portuguese, of these foreigners. Because myself, I don't think there's any other youth that would be happy in being the illegal foreigner of another African country. Would you be happy?
No.
To be any other illegal foreigner of any other country?
No.
For what interest? For what interest? First of all, for what interest would you be happy for? What would you benefit? It means that your influence will be useless to all the youth of Lekwa, not only to all those elders. That's why there is nothing juicy about our media at this current moment. There is nothing juicy. Nothing juicy. We can only say anything salty rather than juicy. We cannot pretend anymore.
Yes. And on that one, my brother, thank you for submitting or making your own submission, because his submission can mix everyone's submission. Exactly. There's nothing so juicy about your mayor. I can't say my mayor because he's your mayor. Yes. If I had 10 minutes with my mayor, I would say something or say a simple thing. Teach us how to do it, not what to do it. And you teach us how to do it. That is what I can tell my mayor. I won't even take 10 minutes. To tell my complaints to my mayor or to your mayor.
Okay, guys, I hope you remember what they said from today. So, as we are about to close, like, who do you want to see on our next episode?
I think Gabriel Dare is the best.
Yeah.
Gabriel Dare. The CEO must be Gabriel Dare is good.
I hope CEO already.
I hope they are ready themselves.
Maybe. Okay, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for clicking on this far. Don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Good. Thank you for
for